She never sat me down, never gave a speech about it. Just the way she answered the door. For people the world walked past, the way she fed whoever was hungry, no questions asked. The way her voice never changed, whether she was talking to a king or a kid nobody wanted. I didn't learn it from a lesson, I learned it from watching 1,000 small moments she probably doesn't remember. That's how it works, that's how the fire moves, not in words, in witness. I didn't make this fire, I'm just keeping it lit. Somebody gave it to me, now I pass it on. Now I pass it on. There's a moment that sneaks up on you when you realize somebody's watching you the way you used to watch them. A kid at the table, copying how you treat people, and you realize you're not just living anymore, you're teaching, whether you meant to or not. Every single day, I didn't make this fire, I'm just keeping it lit. Somebody gave it to me, now I pass it on. Now I pass it on. Nobody writes this down, there's no manual for how to make someone feel like they matter. You just learn it by being on the receiving end. Once I think about her more now than when she was here. Not the big things, the small ones. The way she said my name like it was good news every single time. That's the fire, that's what I'm keeping lit. I didn't make this fire, I'm just keeping it lit. Somebody gave it to me, now I pass it on. Now I pass it on. Keeping it lit. Pass it on. Pass it on. Say their name today. The ones who showed you. I carried it for years, didn't even know the weight of it. Just thought that's how arms feel, thought that's just what tired is. The thing they said, the year that broke, the door that didn't open. I built a whole life around carrying it carefully. There's an old practice to where the land ends, and you leave it there. Leave it, leave it, leave it at the water. Leave it, leave it, leave it at the water. Leave it, leave it at the water. Leave it, leave it at the water. Leave it at the water. Not because it didn't happen, not because it didn't hurt, but because you've carried it further than it was ever worth. The water don't ask questions, it just takes what you bring. And somehow, walking back up the beach, your arms remember how to swing. Leave it at the water. Leave it at the water. Leave it at the water. Leave it. The water doesn't keep it. It doesn't store your pain somewhere else. It just stops being yours to hold. That's the whole ritual. Not magic, just release. I'm not the same person who carried that for so long. Some of what I let go of, I still think about, but different now. Lighter, like a scar instead of a wound. That's not forgetting, that's just not carrying it anymore. Leave it, leave it, leave it at the water. Leave it, let the water have it now. Leave it, leave it, leave it at the water. Leave it, let the water have it now. Up the beach, light, 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 grandmother's hands were rough, decades of washing, cooking, working. You could feel the year just holding one. But when she touched your face, it was the gentlest thing in the world. That's the part I think about, not the roughness, the gentleness underneath it. How the same hands could be both. These hands have held on, these hands have let go. These hands are still here, that's all hands need to know. Tell me, same shape, same way, I I hold a cup. I didn't choose that, it just arrived. Like the gentleness, arrived with it too. These hands remember things my mind has forgotten. These hands have held on. These hands have let go. These hands are still here. That's all hands need to know. Before there were words, there was touch. A hand on your back, a hand you could hold. That's the first language, everything else is translation. I held my father's hand at the end, rough like hers was, same kind of hands. And I didn't say anything profound, I just held it like she would have held mine. That was the whole conversation. These hands have held on. These hands have let go. These hands are still here. That's all hands need to know. Still here, still holding. Hold somebody's hand today. That's a whole prayer too. Count everything, likes, followers, views. We count the money in and the money that we lose. We count the days till Friday, the years till we retire. But nobody's counting the things that actually keep the lights on inside us. So tonight I'm counting different, not what I have, who I have. Not what happened, who showed up when it did. One for the ones who showed up when they didn't have to. Two for the ones who stayed when leaving would have been easier. I'm not talking about grand gestures, flower speeches, none of that. I'm talking about the ride to the airport at 5 a.m. That I'm outside, text with no explanation needed. 3 never made it about themselves. One, for the ones who showed up. Two, for the ones who stayed. Three, for the ones who never made it about themselves. Four, for the ones still here. Can't put a number on most of this, but naming it, even badly, even just to yourself, is its own kind of prayer. Try it. For the version of me that almost gave up and didn't. Not because I was strong, because somebody on this list called at the right time. One, for the ones who showed up. Two, for the ones who stayed. Three, for the ones who never made it about themselves. Four, for the ones still here. Five, for the me that's still here too. One, two, keep counting. There's more than you think. I asked Jah a question the year everything fell apart. Is this it? Is this how my story ends? And I didn't hear thunder, didn't hear a voice, just felt something quiet in my chest. Two words. Is this all there is? Not yet. Is this all there is? Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Felt like nothing back then. Just two words that meant more waiting. More mornings that look like every other morning. More nights asking the same question. But here's the thing about not yet. It's not no. Is this all there is? Not yet. Is this all there is? Not yet. door isn't open right now. Those are different rooms to live in. I lived in the wrong one for years. Looking back now, I can see it. Every not yet was doing something, building something I couldn't see from where I was standing. The timing wasn't punishment, it was just timing. Is this all there is? Not yet, not yet, not yet. Is this all there is? Not yet, not yet, not yet, not yet, not yet, not yet. Not yet. Not yet. And that's not nothing. That's everything. I spent years waiting for later. Later when the job comes down. Later when the kids are older. Later when I've got enough saved to actually relax. I was always one chapter ahead of my own life, narrating it instead of living it. And then one ordinary Tuesday, nothing special, my daughter fell asleep on my chest, and I just sat there, breathing with her. This is it. 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 Heaven was never later, some far-off reward for getting everything right. Heaven was this, her weight on my chest, the sound of her breathing, slowing down, matching mine. Heaven was never later, heaven was this breath. This is it. This is it. This is it. This is it. You don't have to wait for the big moment. This breath right now is not preparation for life. It is life. I still have deadlines, still have bills, later still exist. I'm not pretending it doesn't, but now underneath all of it, there's this other thing. Just breathing, just being here for the thing that's actually happening. This is it. 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 This This is it. This is it. This is it. This breath. This is it. Right now. This is the moment. This is the moment. Na 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 na. There's a time difference now between me and the people I love. Some are 7 hours ahead, some are gone for good above. But I noticed something. The night I couldn't sleep, I looked up and realized we're all looking at the same thing. Same moon, different windows, same stars, different rooftops. We don't share a roof no more, but we still share a sky. And some nights, that's the closest thing to saying goodnight. Different ground, same sky, same stars, watching you and I. Different ground, same sky, that's our love, don't say goodbye. Before I really knew him, sends a voice note every few months, just to say he's thinking of me. It's never long, sometimes just 30 seconds, but I play it back more than once. Distance don't erase a person, he just changes how love travels. Different ground, same sky, same stars, watching you and I. Different ground, same sky, that's how love, don't say goodbye. Hey. Somewhere right now, someone who loves you is looking at this same sky. Even if you haven't spoken in a while, the sky don't keep score. Neither does love. I used to think distance meant something was ending. Now I think it just means the love had to get created. A text, a memory, a song that reminds you none of that is small. When it's all you've got to send across the distance. Different ground, same sky, same stars, watching you and I. Different ground, same sky, that's how love, don't say goodbye. Yeah. Same sky. Different ground. Look up tonight. Somebody else is looking up too. The woman at the register said good morning to 100 faces today. Nobody looked up, nobody really heard what she said. But she's got a whole life waiting for her after this shift. A sick mother, a son she's raising, a story nobody asked about. Every person you walk past is carrying a whole universe you'll never see. That's not sad, that's just true. I and I, same life, just different rooms it's coming through. I and I, same light in you as in me. I and I, same light, that's the only thing I need to see. I held the door for a stranger, he looked surprised, like nobody does that here anymore. Like he braced for nothing, we didn't speak, just a nod. But something passed between us that words couldn't hold. Recognition, that's all it was. I see you, you see me, same light. I and I, same light in you as in me. I and I, same light, that's the only thing I need to see. You don't earn the light, it's not a reward. It was already there before anyone judged you, worthy or not. Same light in the king and the beggar. I wanna walk through this world, actually seeing people, not the role they're playing. The cashier, the driver, the cleaner, but the person underneath the uniform, underneath the tire. Same light, just waiting to be recognized. I and I, same light in you as in me. I and I, same light, that's the only thing I need to see. Same light, I and I. Look at somebody today. Really look. The hardest looking people I ever met in my life were the ones protecting something soft they couldn't hide. You don't build a wall that high for nothing on the other side. Some of the toughest faces are just roots trying to survive. My grandfather barely spoke, but his hands could fix anything. And the one time I saw him cry was at his own father's grave. That's when I understood strength was never about the silence. It was about what he was protecting underneath it. Strong roots, gentle branches. That's how the tree survives the storm. Strong roots, gentle branches, and still give shade. I used to think being soft meant you had something to lose. Now I think the softest people are the ones most sure of their roots. You don't get defensive about ground that's not shaking. Real respect is quiet, it's not always making a point. Some of the strongest love I've seen don't raise its voice at all. Strong roots, gentle branches, that's how the tree survives the storm. Strong roots, gentle branches, and still give shade. Where do your roots go when nobody's watching? What do you stand on when the wind picks up? That's not a test, that's just the truth showing itself. I wanna be the kind of person people feel safe being soft around. Not because I'm weak, but because my roots go down deep enough that your storm don't become mine. That's not distance, that's just roots holding their own ground. Strong roots, gentle branches, that's how the tree survives the storm. Strong roots, gentle branches, and still give shade. Gentle branches, strong roots, find your ground. Then you can bend for everybody else. Na 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 na. We still set the table, the same number of plates. Nobody decided that, it just happened. The first year, it felt strange. Now it just feels like the table wouldn't be right without it. My nephew asked once, why is there an extra chair? And my mother said, without missing a beat, that's not extra, that's his. And that was that. You're still at this table, still in the laugh that comes too loud, still in the recipe. Nobody can make right the way you made it. Grief isn't a straight line, they tell you that, but nobody tells you it's not a line at all. Some days you forget for an hour, then a song comes on and you're right back. But that's not falling apart, that's just love. With nowhere to go, you're still at this table, nobody can make right the way you made it. We don't say moved on in this family. We say moved with. You're not behind us. You're folding in to how we are now. That's different. Tonight there's music, people dancing somewhere under these same stars. I know you'd have loved this, and for a second, I swear, I felt you say so. Maybe that's nothing. Maybe that's everything. You're still at this table, still in the laugh, still in the recipe. Nobody can make right the way you made it. Still here, still ours. Set the table, same number of plates. Except for the machine counting something I didn't want to hear, but I put my head on his chest anyway. Not for the machine, for the actual sound underneath it. And there it was, steady, slower than I expected, but there, still there, that's all I needed. I hear you, I'm here, that's the whole prayer, that's enough. We say I love you so easily, sometimes it stops meaning anything. 3 words on the way out the door, half said, but that night I didn't say it once. I just stayed until the beat slowed down. That was the whole sentence. I hear you, I'm here, that's the whole prayer, that's enough. A heartbeat doesn't lie, it doesn't perform, it's not trying to be anything. It's just proof that you're still on this side of things. He's okay now, that story has a good ending, but I haven't forgotten that sound. Sometimes when I hug someone long enough, I feel it again, their heartbeat against mine. 2 proofs. I hear you, I'm here, that's the whole prayer, that's enough. I hear you, I'm here, that's the whole prayer, that's enough. I hear you, I'm here. Listen for it, it's still there.